Hello, I'm Casey McBride, and on today's shamanic meditation, we're going to journey to the upper world. Today's meditation is going to be very similar to yesterday's in that it will be more of a shamanic journey style meditation instead of more of a guided meditation style, if that makes any sense whatsoever. I posted a video kind of talking about the difference between a guided meditation, a shamanic journey, and what we're doing here, the shamanic meditation. So if you want to check that out, head on over to Shaman's Way on YouTube and subscribe there if you're not already watching from there. But it's going to be a little bit of a shorter guided meditation today, and I'm going to set us up to enter into the upper world. Now, the upper worlds, for those who aren't familiar, are the planes of existence where the vibration is very high. So it tends to be very bright looking for a lot of people, although it can look like anything. There are entire universes within the upper worlds, and it's where beings such as angels, Anpus, and ascended masters live. They all are in the upper world, and the beings there, of course, they're very loving, and they're very good at helping us to heal, and but they all have a unique wisdom and energy that they have to share with us. So I'm not going to tell you what you're going to experience, but I'll lead us all into the space where we can start to journey through the upper world and then have our own individual experiences. And I'm going to leave more time than in other meditations for us to all do our own thing. So when you hear me tell you, I'm going to give you some time now, or I'll give you a few minutes, however I phrase it, just know you have a good chunk of time where I'm going to be completely silent and you'll have time to go off and have your own experience in the upper world. And then I'll bring us all back together and we'll all come back through the experience and up into our bodies. And then we'll do some grounding and end with gratitude. So if you're ready, let me just set this up here. So it says, oh, I have to switch over Facebook really quickly. Bear with me, please. So make this public so everyone can see it. And put up my little banner here. Okay, where are we? Well, it's not there, but that's okay. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Begin by taking a nice deep breath. Exhale and begin to relax the body. Breathe again, bringing your attention into the body. Exhale and relax all of the muscles of your body to the best of your ability. Let your shoulders drop down. Let your neck relax if you're laying or sitting down where you can let your neck relax. Relax the arms and the legs, the torso, every part of your body. Breathe and begin to scan your body for any areas that feel tight or tense or heavy. And when you find these tight, tense, or heavy areas in your body, bring all of your awareness, all of your attention there. And with a breath, gather all of your intent and your energy into that space, and then let go of the tension with the same conscious choice that we use when we let go of a clenched fist. To the best of your ability, just let go of the tension as you find these spots in the body. And just continue to breathe in this way. Now bring all of your attention and your awareness into the feet. Gather all of your awareness there and become curiously and intimately aware of all the sensations you feel in your feet. Do they feel light or heavy? Are there areas that feel tighter or more relaxed than others? Do you feel any sensations you may not be familiar with? A tingling, some other kind of sensation, warmth, coolness. Just become very aware of all the sensations in the feet. And then become aware of the energy of the earth below your feet. Feel the magnitude of the earth's energy. Whether it's right below your feet or several floors or in between, doesn't matter. The vast, powerful energy of the earth can always be felt when we tune our attention to it. So bring your attention there now. And become aware that in the center of the earth's energy, just like there is a physical core, there is an energetic core within the earth. And you could imagine this core as being like a ball of milky opalescent light. Become intimately and curiously aware of this ball of opalescent light, this powerful core of energy at the center of the earth. And with your attention and intention, your disciplined imagination, guide this energy up from the core of the earth and into your feet. Let it fill every part of your foot from the tip of the toe to the base of the heel. And as it does, allow it to melt away any tension, any stress, and allow it to bring a sense of grounded, calm peace into your feet. And as this grounded, calm peace begins to grow more and more, as you bring more of that energy into your feet, relax and enjoy the process and allow the energy to spill over, beginning to travel up through the ankles into the lower legs, the shins and calves. Let your shins and calves fill with this milky opalescent light from the earth. And allow this energy to continue to travel upward, relaxing all of the tiny muscle fibers that it passes over until everything becomes loose and limp like rubber bands. As it continues to move through the knees, filling every part of the legs from the tips of the toes through the knees and continuing into the thighs, the quadriceps and hamstrings. Filling each part of the body with a calm, grounded sense of peace. The kind of grounding that is ever present deep within the earth. And allow that energy to continue to travel up through the hips, into the lower back, the abdomen, traveling up into the torso, to the middle back, the chest, and upper back. And allow this energy, that milky opalescent light from the core of the earth, to continue through the shoulders, relaxing any tension there, bringing a deep sense of grounded peace as it travels down the arms and through the elbows, into the forearms, wrists, hands, and into the fingers all the way to the fingertips. Bringing the attention back up to the shoulders, let this milky opalescent light from the earth travel through the neck, into the head, filling up the center of the head, expanding outward until it reaches your scalp, your face, your jaw, every part of the head. And feel your entire body all at once. Take note of how you feel. How do you feel now compared to just a couple of minutes ago when we first started? Feel the relaxation that is present and is ever growing in your body. And allow yourself to find the most relaxed place in your body, wherever that feels like it is. Just go there intuitively and begin to sink into that place which is most relaxed. Breathing, and with every pause in between every breath, sinking into that space within you which is most relaxed, allowing it to grow, become more spacious as you sink deeper and deeper into relaxation. Breathing, going deeper still. relaxing a little more with every breath. And imagine you are standing outside in a field, a wide open field. First, just look around and take note of what this field feels and looks like. Is the field full of grass? Is it a dirt or a sandy field? Become curiously aware. Find the first thing that captures your attention. Go over to it and focus on it for a moment. And now become aware of that which surrounds that thing that you're placing your attention on. What is in the immediate surroundings around this thing where you're placing your attention? What's on the ground below it? What's above it? What is to either side? Just begin to engage your senses and engage all of your senses. Can you smell anything? Are there smells associated with this place? What do you feel? Is there a breeze against your skin? Is there a warmth or a coolness in the air? Just take note of all of the subtle sensations. Look above you. Is there an open sky? Are there clouds? Is it bright and sunny? What's below your feet? Are you barefoot or are you wearing shoes? Either way, can you feel the earth underneath you? Is the earth soft or hard? Warm or cool? And look around and note that somewhere in this field, there is a hot air balloon. Look around for it and find this hot air balloon. And then begin to make your way over to the hot air balloon in this field. Walking over to it and allowing it to come into clarity as you notice the shape, the colors, any sounds that it might make, or anything else you pick up about it. What does it feel like? Go over to this hot air balloon and get ready to climb into the basket. When you've arrived there, go ahead and climb in and just get a feel for a moment. What does it feel like to be in this basket of the hot air balloon, which is just about ready to take off of the ground? Just get a feel for what it's like to be in the basket for a moment. Feel with your hands what the edge of the basket, if you can hold on to it, what it feels like. Is the hot air balloon attached to the ground in some way? Is there a rope tying it to the ground? Are there sandbags that are keeping it to the ground? Whatever way this hot air balloon is being held to the ground, I want you to undo that now, whether that's by cutting a rope or untying it, or releasing the sandbags, or if you just need to increase the flame. However you need to do it, begin to take off of the ground and feel yourself traveling upwards as you lift off the ground very gently, floating slowly and gently up off the ground as the ground begins to look a little bit further away, further and further away with every passing moment. Notice as you rise, if you've not already, past the tops of the trees, and then notice as you begin to rise faster and faster until the ground where you were originally taking off from seems so far away that you wouldn't even be able to see yourself if you were standing there. and the trees become small until you can see the shape of the land going higher and higher, faster and faster. And see yourself rising so high that you begin to see the curvature of the earth, and you continue to go beyond. Up into space, as the earth begins to look like a ball of light, further and further away, growing smaller and smaller, as you travel higher and higher and higher still, now aware of the stars, of all the infinite lights around you. Continue to travel higher until it feels like you're about to pass through something, where you will no longer be on this same plane of reality, but you've risen so high through the vibrations that you're going to pass through into the upper world. And sometimes at this point, people will encounter a kind of barrier that sort of stops them only momentarily. If you arrive to that place, sit there for a moment and become fully aware of what it is that's holding you back from going further. But if you don't encounter that, then just continue to rise higher until you notice yourself coming out into a new plane of reality that often seems brighter. But for those of you who find yourself coming to a barrier, ask yourself, what can I be in allowance of right now in order to move past this barrier and into the upper realms? What energy can I allow in order to pass through? Ask that question and feel the silence. Go into a space of allowance. Just be present. Breathe in your spiritual body. Relax. And realize that this barrier can be passed through as easily as one passes through the air. Let go of any resistance and feel as this hot air balloon begins to gently rise and start to permeate through that barrier as you fly higher and higher, leaving whatever barrier that was behind. Passing through as you notice your surroundings begin to change. Notice now that you find yourself in a completely different space, a completely different environment. There may be land or ground right below you, even though we've risen so high. Or there might be water or clouds or something else entirely. Whatever it is you see, feel, or experience, that is correct for you. But ask now that the winds of the upper realm gently guide your hot air balloon to touch down somewhere that you can step out and walk around and explore. Ask the winds to guide you to somewhere you can step out and explore, and allow them to do so as they gently bring you to an area where the hot air balloon gracefully touches down, if you've not already done so. Step out of the basket and just take note of what is around you. What's the first thing that catches your attention? Place all of your awareness on it. And notice what surrounds that thing that catches your attention. What is below it? What is above it? What is to either side of it? Begin to walk around in this space a little bit. And as you do so, call out with your inner voice into this space and ask in whatever way feels right for you that a new friend, a helping spirit from the upper worlds, come and join you here now. Ask that they come and join you and allow them to come. And if they've already shown up or they show up right away within a couple of moments, greet them, thank them for being here, and then ask them what lessons they have for you today. Or if you have a specific intention, something you're looking to heal from, some aspect of your life where you're looking to gain insight, ask them to guide you. And if they've not already shown up, just become really aware of the silence or whatever change in the environment was present when you asked for that helping spirit to come meet you. And notice that you begin to feel pulled or called to do something, whether that's to walk over in a certain direction or whether you need to do something entirely different. Whatever you feel called to do, listen to your heart and go do that now. And know that after you've done this thing or wherever you need to walk or whatever you need to do, your helping spirit will be waiting for you there. Take a moment to do this now. And if you're already with your helping spirit, again, you've already asked them for guidance, then be open to whatever they have to show you, whatever experience they have to guide you on. And now is the time to take a few minutes, take a little bit of time where I'm going to be silent to go along and experience whatever they have in store for you. Whatever arises is correct. Go along with whatever they have to show you in whatever way it arrives. And if you've just now met with your guide, again, ask them for whatever healing you want, anything you want healing for, whatever intention you might have for this journey, or anything you're looking to gain insight for, whatever it is you would like to ask of them, ask that of the guide now, and then do the same. Take some time to experience this. If for some reason you still haven't met with your helping spirit, just explore this space in the upper worlds and become accustomed to it. Frolic around, enjoy it. Do whatever it is you need to do in order to have a good time exploring the upper world. Fly around if you want, or do whatever your heart calls for you to do and enjoy this time as a little vacation into the upper worlds. Whatever you're doing, wherever you're doing it, take several minutes. Take a little while right now. No rush. And take a few more minutes. We have a little bit more time, but ask now that whatever helping spirit you're with, within the next few minutes, begin to bring this healing experience to a wonderful, amazing, perfect conclusion. And when things have wrapped up, just spend time enjoying their presence. Give them a long, long hug or whatever you feel like doing to connect with them and thank them. And if you're not with your helping guide, just continue exploring the upper world for a few more minutes. Say your last thank yous, either to your guide or to this space. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all of the energy you shared and for the beautiful experiences you've provided for me today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And ask now, either by your guide or just by the energy of the upper world, that you be guided back to that hot air balloon where you first entered the upper world. Make your way back over to it and say your until next times to the guide you are working with and to the upper world. And know that you can return here at any time. And in truth, the energy of the upper world and the beings you encountered there are always with you, right here in any of the worlds, in the lower world, the middle world, the upper world. They're all one. Whether you're in the physical and you're awake, or you're journeying or dreaming, you can access their healing and their wisdom at any time. But say until next time for now, climb back into the basket of the hot air balloon and ask that the winds of the upper worlds guide you back down, 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 until you go past that barrier that we originally came through, down back into outer space with all of the stars, and begin to feel yourself rapidly, very fast, and yet in a gentle way, coming closer and closer to the Earth, or whatever planet you started out on. See the Earth, or whatever planet it was, coming closer and closer as it gets brighter and brighter, coming closer to you, until you become aware of the curvature, become aware of the land, and you see yourself becoming closer and closer to that spot where you originally took off, seeing yourself coming closer to the ground, quickly but gently. And as you get very close to the ground, notice as things begin to slow down again, and you gently touch down, and then exit the basket, saying thank you once again for this entire experience. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then make your way back over to the point that you originally entered into this space, into the field, where you originally found yourself standing, looking at the environment, feeling the earth under your feet, and stand in that spot for a moment. And now just reflect on the experience. Remember everything that happened, from exploring the initial space in the field to the experience of taking off in the hot air balloon, the feeling, the sight, the sound, all that was associated with rising up off of the ground, going further and further, higher and higher past the earth, remembering how we found ourselves surrounded by beautiful lights of the stars and continued to rise higher and higher, reflecting back on that barrier that we may or may not have come across, and how we easily and effortlessly were able to pass through once we entered the state of allowance, and continued to rise higher until we found ourselves in an entirely new landscape in the upper worlds, and touched down, walked around and explored, and then called upon a helping spirit, and take a moment to recall the healing experience that that helping spirit had for you, or simply the journey that you went on through the upper worlds. Reflect on this for a moment. And with a deep feeling of gratitude in your heart, say once again, thank you, thank you, thank you for this beautiful experience, knowing that you can return, meditate, and journey anytime that you wish, either with the guidance of someone like me or on your own. And take a deep breath with your physical body, feeling energy return to your body as your spiritual imagined body merges with the physical. Take another deep breath, feeling energy beginning to return as you begin to stretch a little bit. And another deep breath, slowly, gently opening the eyes to a soft gaze, remaining relaxed, and in your own time, slowly opening your eyes and moving around and coming back to full awareness of the room around you. I want to thank you so much for joining me on this wonderful shamanic meditation, on this journey into the upper worlds. And if you've enjoyed this, please head on over to Shaman's Way on YouTube and subscribe to the channel. That will really help me out to get these experiences to as many people as possible. I also do channeled messages from spirit and videos on how to connect with your spirit guides and all kinds of other good things. So please subscribe to Shaman's Way. That will really help me out. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you feel called to do more than that, if you really enjoyed the experience and you're in a position where you can make a contribution, I've left links on the description of Facebook and YouTube. Check the description, and there's a link there that you can click on if you want to make a contribution. And if you do so, I thank you, thank you, thank you so much. But as always, for your energy and attention, thank you. Until next time.